Hey, what's going on, man? This is a special show on Fresno hip hop scene. We're gonna talk about police brutality and wrongful death. The beautiful couple that's gonna come on, their grandson, he was murdered in custody in Tennessee. He was only 22 years old, and when you guys see the pictures, not these pictures, this is how he looked before he was killed, man. He was a bodybuilder, a very, very, very handsome young man with a bright future. And it's like, I don't understand how people police and correctional officers and stuff like that who could kill people and not be brought to justice. Like I say, it's been going on. It's been going on for years. It's that black people are not the only one just suffer from this type of abuse. And I brought my partner Mario to the show today because he's a community activist. He know what's going on right here in Fresno and around the world when it comes for police brutality and wrongful deaths. So Mario, tell me what's going on in Fresno before we get to Mr. Stewart Peppers, because his grandparents, they live right here in Fresno, and they're tired. Everybody's tired.
So in Fresno, we have a police chief, Jerry Dyer, that does what all other officers do. They cover up a lot of brutality, whether the victim is murdered or the victim is just beaten very badly. They actually had a case that was a federal indictment case that was going on a couple years ago where 4 police officers beat this man, tased this man, beat him with billy clubs, sicked the dogs on him, and they got the federal indictment charges and actually went to the trial and sat in on it. And they literally testified to doing all these things that were horrible, that the man wasn't fighting back, he wasn't resisting or anything, that they were just basically beating him. They testified this in front of a jury, and they were all acquitted and found innocent.
Wow, that's crazy. That, like I say, it goes before Rodney King, stuff like that in the 60s. It's always. They always get off. Like they some type of gang or something where they're bigger than people.
But at the same time, when you look at the Fresno police, one of their big things is against gang violence. We have to stop the gangs. But what the people need to realize is the police are the biggest gang because they are never held accountable for what they do.
Most definitely.
They can get away with anything. They can murder somebody. If me or you or anybody in this room murdered somebody, we'd be locked up with the drop of a hat. They do it, they get off, and they get a paid vacation.
Yes, without a doubt. Like you say, that's true, man. Like I say, like I can speak about Los Angeles County, man. In 2013, they indicted like 18 sheriffs. They got footage of these sheriffs beating up people. You know what I mean? And it's 2 sheriffs, man, Lopez and Perez. They was on that indictment. And when I was locked up in Los Angeles County Jail, them police beat me up, man. All BS aside, man. It's like I've been a victim of that. From the sheriff in Los Angeles County Jail, man. It happened in 2004. It happened in 2008, man. I was stripped of all my clothes, and I was beaten. With flashlights, and and when they take you to the infirmary, the first thing in the report say you was resistant. How can I resist? And you guys got me all tied up like I'm a pig or something. But it's so true that these people, these police, man, they are a gang, man. They're a gang with a big union. That's what they are. They're definitely a gang with a big union. But like I say,
and the scary thing is when it happens, when you're in custody, it happens. There's nobody there you can turn to. You can't do anything because what are you surrounded by? You're surrounded by all the police.
Yes.
They could do whatever they want to do to you. Nobody's going to know about it. And a lot of stuff happens like that.
The closest thing, what really turned this case in Los Angeles is the ACLU, man. They snuck a camera inside the LA County Jail. and they actually videotaped, and then they had this inmate. I forget the brother's name, but he had a cell phone inside the LA County Jail. Man, you can Google that, man. In 2013, you know, they indicted like 16, 17 LAPDs, and then, like I say, they also it was a gang, man. They called themselves something, man. They even had the tattoos on now. These are sheriffs, you know, trying to police gang members, and they're the biggest gang. But like I say, this show is about Stewart Peppers, man. Like I said, I had the opportunity to meet his grandparents, and like, you know, when I met him, man, I told him I was here for him. I was have my friends sign this petition that they got circling around the world. You know, I'm just going to read briefly on his case. On April 23rd, 2013, Stewart Peppers was one of several who mysteriously died in the Washington County, Tennessee detention center in 2013. On May the 1st, 2013, the spokesperson for the detention center made a public announcement that Stewart was found unconscious in his detention cell and later died in Johnson City Medical Facility. The exact time in the same day, another detainee was also dead. A few days later, throughout an anonymous tip, we found out the Stewart was actually stripped into a restraining chair, and while restrained, 6 officers tasered, beat, and used chemicals pepper spray on him. Wow. Like I say, man, my heart goes out to his grandparents and to his family, because like I say, y'all could be doing a show on me, man. You know, because this happened to me in LA County Jail, and like I say, they're preparing to go to court in Tennessee. I think the trial date is on the 8th, next Tuesday. But I'm gonna go to a commercial, and I'm gonna come back with his grandparents.